Hello, bookers and bookettes. Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Black Devil, and I am here with March's author of the month. Yes, I said March, author of the month. Listen, for whatever reason, Friday I walked around here for the better part of the day. Well, all day and night, feeling like there was something I was supposed to be doing. I felt good because I got my About the Author out last week, late, but I did get it out. Then I went and posted the recap of the book, The Lovely Bones, but I still kept feeling like there was something I was supposed to be doing. How about yesterday morning, probably between 3:30 and 4 o'clock, it dawned on me, you never did post the author of the month. So that's why I'm doing it now. Now, the last video I posted, I did say that Alice Sebold would be March's author of the month, in part because I had just finished reading the book, The Lovely Bones, and she also had a wealth of information. I didn't really have to research hers. It was just right there. So that's kind of how she was chosen. Now, I have worked on this video all day. I am so sick and tired of repeating myself that it is unreal. I don't think I'm going to bother with going back trying to line my words and pictures up. I just hope somehow it miraculously comes together for you all and I can wrap it up before midnight tonight. What is today, guys? It's Sunday, April 2nd. Yeah, that's what it is. I've been on this video so long I barely know anything else. Okay, but here goes. Alice Sebold was born September 6th, 1963 in Madison, Wisconsin, when she was the daughter of a professor who taught Spanish at the Ivy League University of Pennsylvania, and her mother was a journalist for their local newspaper. Alice had one older sister who excelled in school. But so did Alice, as far as that goes. It's just that Alice referred to herself as being the joker in the family. She said joking helped her deal with all of the stress that was within her household as she was growing up, or they were growing up, rather. Now, her father, like I just said, was a Spanish professor, and the mother was a journalist for the local paper, but the mother also suffered from panic attacks, and she endured a history of alcoholism for a number of years. It was just kind of secret. If you weren't in the house, you might not know. Now, her parents were very undemonstrative, but because they were so much more intellectual than their neighbors, the neighbors considered them. Now, I don't know if it was the family in an entirety. I kind of feel like the neighbors really thought of the girls as being somewhat weird. So, and this was a label that followed Alice right up until the day she left for college. Now, upon graduating from high school, she enrolled in the University of Syracuse. One of the reasons she did it was to distance herself from the family, her family. But on the last day of class, leading into the Christmas break, she was walking back to her dormitory from her last class. But a man overpowered her, and he violated her. He took her in this abandoned building, and she fought. She was beaten and bloodied pretty good, but she did get away. She got back to her dorm, and then she went to the hospital. Now, while the police were getting her statements, one of the police told her that somebody had been doing this to young girls for a while. He told her that one of them even passed away, and that he just offhandedly said, "You're lucky that you made it out." Wow, this is what he told her. Now, the attacker or the assailant, what do you call them people? Perpetrators. Yes, her perpetrator or assailant was caught, convicted, and given the max sentence. However, he was incorrectly identified by Alice Sebold herself. She misidentified him, and then there was some sort of a faulty hair analysis also done. Now, his name was Anthony Broadwater. He ultimately spent 16 years in prison for something he didn't do. He was just exonerated in 2021 after the judge reviewed the case and found serious issues with the initial conviction to begin with. Now, although he was caught, convicted, and given the maximum sentence, her ordeal was not over. Not by a long shot. She lost friends over it. Even her own father was dismayed. He wondered why she didn't fight harder. Now, stuff like that makes women not report things of that nature. When people that you should be able to count on question what you did, that's just another form of displacement blame. Don't do that. I wish people would not do that. Okay, so anyway, Alice supposedly goes more into detail in her memoir. What is it called? Lucky. And I say supposed because I haven't read it. But, yes, she's supposed to lay it all out in her memoir, Lucky. This act also served as the basis for her first novel, The Lovely Bones. Now, in The Lovely Bones, the main character, Susie, that's what happened to her. It's just that in the book, Susie was 14, and she didn't make it. But in Alice's real life, she was 18 or 19, a freshman in college, and she lived to tell her horrifying story. Believe it or not, she returned to the University of Syracuse after that ordeal. But upon graduation, she went to Houston, Texas to attend graduate school. She eventually ended up settling in New York City, where she planned to become a writer. While she was planning all of that out, she worked as a research analyst and as an adjunct professor of English on the side. Now, she wrote poetry and some other type literary work, but all of it was rejected. I don't know if I said it a while ago, but her memoir, Lucky, was released in 1999. And I know I said that about it didn't sell well. Well, then her first novel, The Lovely Bones, was released in 2002. And it sold like hotcakes. But let me tell you what happened. As a result of The Lovely Bones selling as well as it did, at some point she went back and re-released Lucky. And that time, it hit the fast track to success. So she ended up with both of her books being on the New York Times bestsellers list. She met the man she would later marry on their first day of grad school. He is an author himself. His name is Glenn David Gould. His novel, Carter Beats the Devil, I believe is what it is. It was his bestseller as well. They were married in 2001, and with some of the proceeds or money from her books, she used some of it to retile or red tile, I guess you put red tile down, in their bathrooms at their home. At the time of this article, she was married and they lived in Long Beach, California. But, like I said, they got married in November 2001, and they were divorced, unfortunately, in 2012. Well, guys, this wraps up March's Author of the Month. Sorry it has taken forever today for me to get it out, but I wanted it out, so now I can deal with April's things. April showers bring May flowers. That's what they say. We will see. But a couple of 3 people asked me if I could recommend anything else that she's written. And this was the first thing I have ever read by her, but because I liked it so much, and then when you all were asking me, I went back to see what else I could find, and listed below are a few of her books that you may be interested in checking out. Well, from what I can see, it looks like she only has the 3 books, Lucky, The Lovely Bones, and Almost Moon. Now, I have listed below 3 other books, but they are in different languages, and so I am inclined to believe that they're the same 3 books. It's just they are in different languages. I don't know, because English is the only thing I verbally speak well. So anyway, and of those 3, I am going to see about reading or adding Almost Moon to my list because I really enjoyed The Lovely Bones. But I don't feel the need to read Lucky because, after finding out that The Lovely Bones was based on what happened to her when she was a freshman in college, it was just supposedly a fictionalized account of something that really did happen. So I may read Lucky one day, but it won't be anytime in the near future. Just put it that way. I will, like I said, will try to read Almost Moon at some point. But, so, yes, that would be my recommendation. Now, this wraps this up, like I said, but just let me say thank you once again to each and every subscriber I have. We've grown by 2 subscribers, guys, since I posted the last video. Yippee! We're finally getting somewhere, huh? I really welcome both subscribers and subbies. I know you will do your best to make them feel welcome. We really enjoy each other here on this channel, newbies, and it won't be long before you will, hopefully. So with all of that being said, let me tell you that I know I said that I was going to read at least 3 books from our book suggestion list before I went back to one of my books on my own personal list. But I came across a book the name of the book is My Mother's Keeper by B.D. Hyman. That's B as in baby, D as in day, Hyman, Hyman. She is the biological daughter of silver screen and stage actress Betty Davis. I doubt anybody in my channel, or on my channel rather, would remember much about her unless maybe you were around your grandparents or something. But boy, we will all learn something the days those videos are released. Now, the book is in 3 parts, so I am more than likely going to do 3 videos for that one book so that I won't have to turn it into a couple of hours. So, but yes, that's what I am going to start reading, and that's going to be as soon as I get a couple of other things out of the way for this week so that I can start reading. And in the meantime, like I said, thank you all. I don't know what I am excited about the most. Is it my channel growth? Yes, it is. But I believe I enjoy the engagement I have with you all more than watching my channel growth. I really enjoy us getting together and talking about whatever I rambled on about in a particular video. So thank you so much. I appreciate you all more than you will ever know. I say this from the bottom of my heart, up and out. You make all of the hiccups in video editing worthwhile. And so welcome once again to all of my new subscribers. And all subscribers, please don't forget to share and like this video or channel. Visitors, should you happen upon the channel, feel free to join us. We would love to have you over here. And when you come in, please do so respectfully. And by all means, make sure you have your notification bells on so you'll know each and every time I upload a video. And bookers, bookettes, book lovers alike, remember this. As long as there are books around, there's always something to read. Bookers, bookettes, be safe out there. Thanks for watching and or listening. And God bless.